School districts and universities across the country are taking action to protect students and their families from coronavirus. That means most families are facing a new reality, the possibility of prolonged virtual learning at home. Mickey Revenaugh is the co-founder of Pearson's Connections Academy, one of the nation's largest K-12 online schools. Thank you so much for being with us. So what's the best advice that you have for families facing school online at home?
So the first and most important thing that we've learned over 20 years of supporting families learning at home is that you got this as a parent. You're actually already a PhD in your kids, and you can build on that to make this a great experience for everybody. Pay close attention to your health, safety, and well-being. Your home in order to keep yourself healthy. So pay attention to what your local health department is saying, and if your school has sent materials home and a way to keep in touch with the teacher, take advantage of that. And then there are just some nuts and bolts structural tips that any family can follow that will help make the day go smoothly.
How involved do parents need to be in online schooling, and what can they do to support their students as they're doing this?
So parents have a huge opportunity to help their kids structure their time and space when they're learning online. And by the way, those will be skills that kids will take with them long past this experience. So set a schedule, work with your children to make sure that everybody knows what's supposed to be done that day. Have them work in 30 to 50-minute blocks, not trying to sit and do everything in one long online session, but break it up so that you can get up, stretch, get away from the screen for a little bit, and that gives you as a parent a chance to check in and see how the kids are doing. And then to the extent that you can, set up a dedicated learning space for each kid, even if that's just a small corner of the living room where they can have their materials there and they're relatively free from distractions. So when they're in that zone, people will know that that's where they're learning and they shouldn't be interrupted.
And I'm thinking about parents with multiple children in the house. How do you manage all of them and studying online at home at the same time?
So one of the great things about this generation of kids is that most of their social life is already online. And so as a parent, you can help structure that in a way that's really constructive. In those breaks in between academic subjects, help your kids put together a FaceTime with their best friend, get together in a small group on a Google Hangout, do an online play date. And then if you have one friend that you and their parents feel that you're both in a similar situation in terms of exposure to the virus, you can actually schedule a one-on-one face-to-face play date to sort of break up that cyber monotony a bit.
There are a lot of benefits to learning online. How do parents and kids make the most of this experience?
One of the things that's so exciting for parents, if they've never been around their kids while they're learning, is the visibility that they get into what makes their child tick as a student. You might find that your student learns best by working with their hands, or that they really need to get up and run around after every 10 minutes, or they can't concentrate. That will pay benefits to you and your child long after this crisis has passed, through their K-12 experience and through university. So one of the benefits of online learning is that visibility and the ability to pay attention to your child one-on-one.
And where can parents go for additional tips and information?
For more information, we really encourage people to go to Pearson.com. Right on the homepage there, there's a deep well of information for parents, for teachers, and for schools. There's even a couple of webinars coming up that folks may want to take advantage of. And we'll keep replenishing that as long as the crisis lasts. We're here to really support you in making the most of this unusual, unexpected, but potentially really beneficial online learning experience.
Mickey Revenaugh, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.